up, everyone? Golden Boy here. We're back with more Let's Play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Continuing off where we left off. Sorry about the cutoff from last time. More Renya Gouto. Let's see, we were heard about 426. So now we have doubts. Quite a few doubts, actually. Let's see what Tamau's statement has to say.
I had a hunch about Miss Morimura's feelings, and my discussion with Tamao-san only confirmed my suspicions.
Recall. Tell me. Sakura High School schoolyard. Okay, 1985. Hello.
Goto-kun. I'm sorry for this. I know it's sudden. I need to talk to you.
Did something happen?
It's about Morimura-san. She's been transplanting 426's memories onto Juro-kun. I only just found out.
426? As in the escaped android?
No, not that one. She's using the memory data of the man himself. It was saved during the shift.
In other words, she's trying to use Juro to create another 426?
I did my best to talk her down. She's letting me handle Juro-kun's treatment now. Still, I don't think she's given up on this.
Why is she trying to bring back 426?
Well, I've been giving her some advice about it. And I understand where she's coming from, but... Morimura-san is in love with him.
With 426?
Maybe she always has been.
Yeah.
That's why she wants him back as a human.
But she has to know the risks. He's a dangerous man.
True, but that's not exactly what she's remembering. Besides, she's the one who killed him. That guilt is still eating at her. Watch over Morimura-san. And try to keep her away from Juro-kun if you can.
I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. I can barely take the idea of 1426, let alone 2.
Okay. Oh, I can't leave.
So I was right. Miss Morimura did have feelings for someone.
If you have some comment on this form, then by...
No. When Juro Izumi lost his memories, you aimed to use him to revive 426. Make one a vessel for the other. One reason seems most likely. You harbored romantic feelings for him.
Me? With him? You're joking. That Chihiro Morimura was mind-hacked, remember? You said so yourself. My goodness, romantic feelings? For him? No, God no. Not my cup of tea.
I wonder.
If you recall, I suggested that Miss Morimura was mind-hacked. That idea was based on a certain piece of evidence I found. One particular log.
What log?
If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know. 2 years before you were born, Ida-san extracted some information from 426 that in turn led to the discovery of the data log in question.
So why again does this matter?
You're about to find out. As for the log itself, it contains footage from the year 2188,
Ooh.
It was found buried in the mainframe data during the analysis of 426. You seem very disturbed by me seeing that file.
Chihiro.
So much so, in fact, that you ended up deleting all of your logs. Would you mind telling me why you did that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, now I know you're lying.
Well, at the very least, its contents suggested a connection to 426. Or even that he had been manipulating Miss Morimura. The log contained a very interesting report. Apparently, Juro Izumi downloaded memories onto Chihiro Morimura's clone.
426 was the one who overwrote my memories? So what does that mean? What are you trying to say? Your Morimura and I are both 426?
Let's recall the report log. This is starting to inch toward my suspicion.
This is Tetsuya Ida. Don't know why I'm recording this. Nobody's going to hear it. Still, might as well. Not like I have anywhere else to share this. I was in the middle of a routine bug regression test,
Okay.
and I noticed part of the final phase had been altered. The change was made in Chihiro Morimura's host. The setting change looks like it'll trigger a memory overwrite. I don't know anything about the memory's contents, but it says the modifying user was Juro Izumi. Because someone thought it'd be a great idea to give that guy senior admin ID. And at this point, well, what the hell can we do about it? At least now I have proof. You're all hypocrites anyway.
Damn.
Yes, including you, jackass.
Hey.
So who even cares anymore? None of this matters. We're all dead anyway.
Takes one to know one, though. I'll be damned.
The log inconveniently revealed one of your secrets. One you were desperate to keep me away from. So you deleted it. That's my theory, anyway.
Well, Chihiro?
Remember where this all began? It was the compatibility experiment. The one that produced you. Based off Miss Morimura's footage and your own admissions, I've completely misjudged the situation. All this time, I believed you were her. But even from the very beginning, you've been your own person.
So, what are you saying? I'm not Chihiro Morimura? If I'm not a duplicate of Chihiro Morimura, then who exactly do you think I am?
You're Chihiro Morimura.
Well, there you have it.
No, not Miss Morimura, the teacher. Professor Chihiro Morimura. The one from the year 2188. And the central figure of Shikishima's interstellar development project.
Okay. And that also helps to confirm how the various versions of yourself can exist across the different sectors. So when she says she doesn't have feelings for Juro Izumi, that actually makes sense. Well, more so sense because she's the one from, well, yeah, obviously it said from 2188 compared to the one from 20, I want to say 2025, if not further back. No, even more so. Further, even for it's like 20. Hold on, 65 or something like that. Yeah, that'd be the one who's involved with Jiro Izumi 426. Renya Gouto and Chihiro Morimura exchanged words at Ayame Park. Based on the logs he found, Gouto deduced that she is actually Professor Chihiro Morimura. We keep going. We continue. Oh. Hello?
Aegis activation confirmed. The terminal is completely sealed off.
We did it.
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
Hey now.
They're already on the move.
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh?
Oh, it's during the battle.
I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'm going to dismount. Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
Oh, it's at this point.
Pull it together. We don't need orders to kick some ass.
She's coming back in. Very cool.
You can relax, kids. I'm back in the fight.
I won't be long. It's up to you. Fine then. Let's roll, Yuki-chan. Chihiro-san.
Okay, Professor. After Aegis activation. Okay. Hey.
Chihiro-san.
Look at that sunset. Just like it was back then. It's beautiful. I'm guessing you were monitoring me with a drone?
I have one locked on to you, yes. Their target's changed. They're coming back this way. It's dangerous here. We need to get you to safety.
Aw, don't tell me you're worried about me.
Huh.
How about you mind your own business?
Hey now.
You already know how I feel. This is what I wanted.
Still.
Yeah, what do you mean?
More importantly, can you really afford to waste your time here? Or have you already given up? The invasion is still in its preliminary phase.
I've got time. First, I need to get you somewhere safe.
There are no safe places left. At least, none left for us. We're not safe anywhere. But you know that well enough. You're just losing precious time. Go focus on the job you're supposed to be doing.
Understood. I'll go.
Okay.
You'll find it safer towards the river. If, hypothetically, you wanted to know.
Okay.
Wait. As long as we're both here,
Yeah.
there's something I want to clear up. So, tell me. You were in love with Miss Morimura, weren't you?
Oh.
You said she was mind-hacked. But it was more about you being jealous, wasn't it?
That's hardly...
This may be our last chance to talk. Answer me.
You are correct. Is that what you wanted to hear? That I was driven by some cheap, naive impulse? That I can't think about anything else?
Oh wow, Renya.
And that's why you brought back my memory too, isn't it? You never cared how you managed to do it. You just wanted her back.
So much.
I'm glad. You really were a slave to your desires.
Huh.
That's the Renya Gouto I remember. It means I don't have to like you after all. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to hear.
Professor,
You should go. After all, we still have our bet. Although it looks like I'm about to win it.
Huh.
You should go.
Here I go. Very stylish. Oh,
What's wrong? Did you get separated from your mommy? Could you leave me alone? It's dangerous out here. Just come with me, okay? Will you just... What are you...
oh. She actually wanted to die out here.
Don't worry. If you can't find your mommy, I can help you look. We just have to run away right now, okay? Oh, there you are, Miwako. Asami-chan! I'm so glad you're okay. Jeez, you're so reckless. You shouldn't have come this way.
Kisaragi, that girl is...
I know already. I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe. Is someone else here? Of course not. Never mind. The evacuation route's that way. Can I bring her too? Hey! That's fine, just hurry up.
For survival. Wow. My slightly confused on which Chihiro Morimura he loved. I would imagine the one who's a nurse. The one who he was fighting with in the future? Yeah, not this one from 2188. But at the same time, she does have some inkling of the Professor Morimura. That's why there's kind of like a hint of feeling there-ish. The battle has begun. Renya Gouto worried for Chihiro, but she ignored his warnings. Once she confirmed the feelings he had towards Morimura, she joined Miwako Sawatari and Tomi Kisaragi to evacuate. Against her will, mind you. She really was just standing in the middle of nowhere. Just waiting. Oh. Flashback.
Strange. I know this is my first time here, but this suddenly makes me feel so... nostalgic.
Sunsets will do that, I find, regardless of time period.
Yes, but... this must be... well, I suppose it must be one of those places. So? Where am I going?
I've rented an apartment under a false name.
Can't be any worse than our last accommodations. As long as it's not Rebel, I'll take it.
My apologies. If it's any comfort, I'm certain nobody will find you there. Not Shikishima, and certainly not Miss Morimura. I suppose we have Ida-san to thank for all this. The funds and paperwork he prepared were invaluable.
Tetsuya Ida. And he's still missing, is he?
Yes. Let's go. Chihiro-san.
You think I'm the professor?
That is what I said. You are Professor Chihiro Morimura. a major figure in Shikishima in the year 2188. Namely, the leader of its space initiative.
What are you even talking about?
Just some hypotheticals. A possible interpretation of the evidence I found.
Okay, say I am the professor. Remember, Miss Morimura is the one who created me. You think that was her plan? She wanted a host for the professor and not herself? How would that make sense?
Well,
Okay, remember, you think... How would that make...
Ever since the battle that ended with the Sentinels infected, Miss Morimura has been pushing this operation as one of its fiercest supporters.
right.
Miss Morimura ran an experiment to grant her clone compatibility. She believed that you were synchronized to her. She believed it was her own data she transmitted. But it was the other Chihiro Morimura in Sector 0.
Right.
And of course, you entered the world as a newborn, incapable of verbal communication. So Miss Morimura never realized her mistake.
This is all speculation.
Certainly, yes.
Indeed. Very good point. Very, very good point.
But if I'm right, and you are the professor, I imagine you were in quite a panic yourself. All things considered, it was a staggering deviation from the original plan.
What original plan?
Among the logs from 2188, one of Tetsuya Ida's noted that he'd found an anomaly. Chihiro Morimura was set to undergo a memory transplant in the final phase. And the final phase, well, that would be us.
Us.
The log from the future I saw first. That would be the comms log I found with my own ID.
True.
This refers to the humans who can control the UFO's mainframe. Those compatible have nanomachines in...
I don't know where you think you're going with this.
A bit of patience, please. There's a little more context I need to provide.
Yeah, just give me a moment. I got you. I'll explain everything with Goto's log.
The first log I checked held some surprises. The author seemed to be an elderly Renya Gouto. And the date of recording appeared to be 2188. I assumed it was some future version of myself. One that had time traveled into the far future. But now, I don't think that's the case. I believe it's the other way around. In other words,
Right.
I myself am a clone of him.
Correct. Still trying to confirm if you guys are really clones or more as in like, because when we haven't necessarily confirmed whether the people living as we see them, the characters, are as data or physical bodies in a contained space. So that's why I'm stuck on the word clone. I guess that's the easiest way to phrase it. I mean, it's better than saying copy, right?
Every individual I saw in that log footage, they all created clones of themselves.
Clones. Huh?
I did find a log that proves this point.
Younger clones.
What did you see?
A comms log between you and Professor Takamiya. Her field is genetic engineering, I note.
Ooh, Takamiya's log. Let's check it out. 2188. Yeah.
Professor Takamiya, how are the projections on those self-replicating probes? The simulations look good. Especially the survey range. We never expected a rate of expansion that high. It was definitely the right call to prioritize its strength as a group over individual units. These probes are pretty much living machines now. They self-replicate using natural resources mined from asteroids in their routing. They'll just keep building up and breaking down.
Huh.
An infinite cycle of self-replication on its way to its target.
Wow.
There's basically zero chance of the tech failing midway through. They'll just keep on going. Probably long after humanity's gone.
Wow.
Glad I came to an expert then. All that's left is the refinement of the memory cube. The infrastructural storage cell, right? The cube's made up of 5 identical memory layers. In theory, it'll compare itself to nearby probes and use them as a template for repairs. And if it can't be repaired, well... fine, 1 probe down. We've got thousands more. And our passengers? I'll be loading them up with the DNA of all the survivors. I've already got samples and data from all 15. Now it's just down to launching them. These clones will go with all our hopes on their shoulders. By the way, what do we do about him? I mean, after that DNA test. We do nothing. He doesn't have to know. What can I even say to him? Not much, I guess.
Hey now, more revelations? Excuse me? That's a weird way of defining a clone. It doesn't even sound natural, as in not organic, more like inorganic material.
There were 15 survivors of that colony, each with a clone established to be compatible. Though they grew up in different eras, different worlds. And you aimed to replace your clone's memories with your own. That was your real plan.
But to what end?
Right now, I imagine your biggest question is precisely how much of that log I've seen. Am I close? You do have a genius mind, but also the form of a child. I imagine it's harder than usual to hide your agitation.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not. Now you're just trying to trick me?
Cute.
I'd say, based on that log, Professors Takamiya and Morimura seem to know each other quite well.
Indeed.
Maybe you'd know something about that.
Of course not.
Then perhaps instead, Tsukasa Okino? Being compatible, that makes one part of his identity clear.
Wait.
He's one of the 15 from the year 2188. So, any theories? Who was he in the year 2188?
You don't want to answer?
Care to guess?
Stop it.
Oh.
No? Then allow me to clarify.
Lay it all.
That boy, Tsukasa Okino, is Professor Chihiro Morimura's son.
Oh.
But not her child by personal, conventional birth.
Oh.
The professor donated her egg cells as a young woman, in accordance with the policies on population control.
Ooh. Also, confirmation of son. Tsukasa Okino is a boy. Okay, okay, we got a confirmation. Maybe? The game's gonna trick me again. Wow. Okay. That's your son. Have we seen an older Tsukasa Okino? I'm not sure. I forgot.
No comment at this time?
I get why she had that reaction in the future of what she would say to him. I mean, that's I bet Okino doesn't even know.
Their
Maybe.
blood relation wasn't exactly obvious. Until DNA testing on the clone revealed it. The professor was faced with the truth. He was her son. Which, naturally, sparked an inconvenient surge of maternal instinct. However, Okino himself didn't think highly of the professor.
Oh.
He had his disagreements with the project staff, too. When it seemed like her end was near, the professor recorded him one final message. One last chance for him to know the truth.
Stop! You saw that? But how? You'd need a biometric ID match to access that log. So you should only have been able to access your own. My logs and Okino's should have been locked off.
Thank you, Professor Morimura.
Oh. Okay, now she essentially just confirmed everything. Chihiro?
Indeed, the files I could access were somewhat limited. Mostly company logs. Meeting reports, call transcripts, bureaucratic chaff. Barely anything in the way of your personal records.
Then, how do you know what was in my logs?
It's simple, really.
Flashback.
That should do it for preparations. Now, let's see if the biometric authentication works.
Could it be? How indeed did he get access to those logs unless... Is he the father? Could it be? Could it be? Okay, I'm shooting in the dark here. It sounds like he's the father. Well, his future self. And the older star authentication.
Did it go through?
Check. It did.
Looks like that got me past the initial barrier, at least. Now, with Miss Morimura's ID, I should be able to get into her logs.
Oh. Never mind then. When did... She just out?
Maybe, if I check Miss Morimura's logs, I might find a clue why your biometric ID matches hers.
She's just sleeping, right? Has to be. She's out cold?
It really is her ID.
Okay. So now you can look at the logs.
Yori Fuyusaka?
Though unconscious, she proved very
Yeah,
helpful.
okay.
She is Chihiro Morimura, a compatible version. If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know who Iori Fuyasaka is. Because that would mean you hid her here in Sector 4. The plan was for the two newborns to grow up with their own separate lives. Ida-san's idea, presumably. Chihiro Morimura was planned to be placed in 2104, and Tetsuya Ida in 2024, yet neither could be found.
I knew Renya Gouto of Shikishima pretty well.
Yeah.
You and he are very different. Except that you both make my life a lot harder.
Huh.
So, suppose I am the professor. Then what?
I want to know the truth. I want to know the reasons behind all of this.
Ooh, I'm interested in that too.
But that seems unlikely. I
Why?
imagine you're not inclined to tell me anything.
Oh, that's
And
true
why's
too.
that?
It'd be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts,
For the player, more like.
considering you're trying to eliminate us.
Oh.
From the very beginning,
Whoa.
you never intended for this world to survive.
Really? Why? 50% cleared. Not the locked. Renya Gouto keeps uncovering the truths that Chihiro prefers to keep hidden. He then speculated Chihiro was trying to eliminate them all. The man's cooking. Alright, let me see how we doing on time. 1 second. I guess I'll do a little light reading. And then, since we're locked, we're gonna finish up... Oh no, we can't. Ijiyama? Yeah, we are locked out of story, guys. We need to go back into battle. Okay. Wow. Wave 5. Wow, I really thought Renya Gouto was gonna be last. No, it's gonna be... It might be Hijiyama then. Okay, I want to... What do I want to do here? Well, I'm at 95%? Nice. Okay. Third area Himawari Ward is now available. Himawari. Beginning of the end. Ashitaba City. Shibugaki City. Interesting. I don't remember... I could just be imagining it, but I'm pretty sure all of the battles have been unlocked up to this point. So now it's like hidden. Interesting. Well, let me take a look at it. I'm about to end anyway. Horde of G-Molar Drillfly Kaiju will appear. So, flyers and bearers, land units. Bonus objectives, have Ogata Kisaragi on the strike team. Clear without a sentinel being immobilized. Okay. So let me just get my team set up. Recover. Okay, these two are already on. Based on levels, I'd want Shinonome, Megumi, and Goto. And finally, let's get somebody to 20. Yeah, let's get Hijiyama. 2 ground units, 1 all-rounder, 1 long range, and 2 flight supports. Okay, pretty solid, pretty solid. Customize. I think I want to upgrade the actual system. Wait, hold on. Did I go down or up? Okay, let's do level 7. Team Accelerate. Power Boost. Durability Boost, I like that. Gravity. Score Boost. I think that's it for now, and I want to focus on upping my stats for the characters. Okay, let's get tackle up. Let's see. EMP surrounding upgrade. Gamma rockets. I want to get everyone up to 3. Repair emitter. Shield emitter. Stun knuckles. Anti-ground. Wait, what? Oh, wrong one. This one. Sorry. Anti-air bombardments. Multi-lock missiles. Shield matrix, flare torpedo. Shield matrix. Floating mine. Okay. So now everyone's attacks are at 3. Is anyone missing a ability? Yes, you are. Okay. Fires a highly potent homing missile at a target kaiju. Homing, huh? Okay, hyper condenser. I like that. Good passive. Yeah. Okay, and then I guess we'll go to upgrades. Let's get more in generator, armor. Who else? Tommy. A little bit of armor, a little bit of damage. More fire control, actuator. Neuralink. Who else is coming? Hang on. Shinonome. Armor, generator, and more fire control, actuator, Neuralink. Fujiyama. More armor. A little bit here. Not a lot. Yakushiji. Gouto. This is the only part of the game where I'm kind of like, because I don't know how I want to establish my stats like this, and it hasn't really, like, I raise it and it hasn't changed anything on the right as far as the stat numbers, but they're highlighted though. And I don't want to waste all my chips on one without knowing how exactly it's gonna change everything. And also I need to balance out my chips. Make sure I have what I need. Okay. But I think that is all for this episode. And next time we're going into a fight. This has been Golden Boy. Thank you for watching and stopping by. You guys take care.